Pope John and Sparta. Spartans lead 10-7. Start of the second quarter is brought to you by Provident Bank. When you bank with Provident Bank, you're backed by the power of commitment. Whether it's checking, savings, mortgage, or home equity, Provident is committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. That's commitment you can count on. Our partner, Pope John Girls Basketball, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We start the second quarter. Number 25, Kalen Sabadosh. The pass into Sweeney. Now out to Greenchuk from three. No good off the front rim, and the rebound goes to Rackpin. Here is Nokovic over the timeline on the left. She'll shoot from three. Off the left side. Rackpin with the rebound, and she's fouled. The Sparta contingent can't believe it. So Rackpin will go to the line, shooting a pair. 10-7, Sparta leads over Pope John. Lady Lions didn't get onto the board until about 2 minutes to go, but then scored 7 points in about a minute and a half. Here's Rackpin. First shot up, off the back rim, no good. Substitution in, Rose Krause for Ashley Williams. Now, Rackpin's second shot coming. Off the back rim, goes to Nokovic. Offensive board by Natalia. Rackpin to Fitzmaurice. Now to Krause, gives to Washington. Mia, the pass into Fitzmaurice. Now to Krause from downtown. Good! Rose Krause nails it. And Pope John has come back to tie the Spartans. 10-all with 7:14 to go, second quarter. Here's Sweeney on the left. Defended by Fitzmaurice. Now out to Greenchuk. Here's Van Winkle. Driving baseline. Tipped by Washington. Stolen by Nokovic. Natalia into the front court. Pass to Krause on the right wing. Into the corner. Now back out to the post. Nokovic underneath trying to reverse layup. And it's off the glass. No good. Rebound goes to Shusht. Isabella Van Winkle now through the timeline and into the front court. Three-point attempt by Sweeney. No good off the front rim. Rebound to Shusht. Puts it up. And we've got a jump ball. Jump ball called by the referee. So wave off the basket. And Pope John ball. Score is 10-10. Pope John and Sparta here with 6:30 to go in the first half. Here's Nokovic. Pass over to Fitzmaurice on the right wing. Now down low to Krause. Krause puts it off the glass. Washington reached over, tipped it out of bounds. No foul, but it's Sparta ball. The second quarter is brought to you by Aquaviva Restaurant and Bar. Tonight's coverage of Pope John Girls Basketball supported by Aquaviva, offering great food, craft drinks, and a welcoming atmosphere. Aquaviva Restaurant and Bar, proud supporters of Pope John Girls Basketball. Sweeney on the left. Pass to Shusht. Through her hands and out of bounds. Pope John will take over. 6:07 to go in the second quarter. Here's Nokovic on the left. Pass down into the corner to Rackpin. Now to Washington. Tipped. Last touched by Sweeney. Washington ball. Mia gets it into Rackpin. Now over to Washington on the left. Mia double teamed by Sabadosh and Sweeney. Down low to Rackpin, off the glass, too strong. Greenchuk with the rebound. 5:42 to go, we're tied at 10. Three-point attempt by Sabadosh, no good off the back rim. Rolls out of bounds. Pope John ball. 5:36 to go, second quarter. Pope John has been all business the past 5-6 minutes. They went down early to Sparta, but they have fought their way back. Here's Nokovic over to Krause. Krause to Nokovic. Over to Rackpin. Rackpin with the shot. No good. And the rebound comes over to Sparta. Here's Van Winkle. Van Winkle up top. Pass to Sweeney on the left. Guarded by Krause. Sabadosh for three. No good off the back rim. And the rebound by Nokovic. Natalia on the left. Pass to Rackpin. Had to reach back, but she got it. Fitzmaurice, top of the key. Over to Nokovic, started the three. Back to Fitzmaurice from just above the free throw line. Good! Kelly Fitzmaurice from about 17 feet. And Pope John takes their first lead of the game with 4:45 to go in quarter number 2. Now Van Winkle, guarded by Nokovic. Pass over to Schuster. Now Sweeney. Van Winkle, guarded by Washington. Sweeney on the left. Goes to Van Winkle on the left now. Defended by Nokovic. Back up Grichuk. Maya Grichuk. Pass to the left to Sweeney. Moira Sweeney looking to drive. Can't do so. Good tight defense by Pope John. Van Winkle on the right. Now to Schuster. Back to Van Winkle. She'll reset. Up top now. Gives to Sweeney from 3. No good off the front rim. A rebound comes out to Van Winkle, but she tips it out of bounds. It'll be Pope John possession. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Second quarter dead ball foul, sponsored by Sparta Pet Shop and Spa. Sparta Pet Shop and Spa. Pamper your pets with healthy food, fun toys, and professional grooming. Sparta Pet Shop and Spa, where pets are family. Nokovic from the left, off the back rim, no good. And Fisher traces down the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and they say Fisher knocked it out. So Sparta ball. Pope John leads 12-10 with 3:29 to go in quarter number 2. Van Winkle, point guard for Sparta, brings it up to Sweeney. Tipped by Washington, recovered by Burrow. 3-point attempt by Van Winkle off the right of the rim. Rebound by Sweeney, back to Van Winkle. Now Sabinosh. Shush in the key. Turnaround jumper is good. Brooke Shush makes the score 12-12. Low scoring affair. Both defenses playing excellent. Fisher to Fitzmaurice. Back to Fisher on the left. Nia from 3. Short. And the rebound goes to Van Winkle. Van Winkle to Sabinosh on the right. Back out. Shushed. Van Winkle. Sparta taking their time in the half court. Now Sabinosh guarded by Washington down low. Tipped by Nokovic, they say. And she got a piece of Burrow. So Burrow will go to the line, shooting 2. The foul's on Nokovic with 2:29 to go. A quick word from Villa Capri 2, serving up a wide variety of Italian favorites, treating our Lady Lions like family. For delicious meals, visit VillaCapriSpartaNJ.com. First shot by Van Winkle off the backboard, no good. We remain tied at 12. Now Van Winkle's second attempt. Too strong. Rebound by Washington. Mia racing up the court. On the right wing. She shoots from way downtown. Comes up short. Burrow. Oh, she shot that from like 25 feet. Sweeney on the left. Now to Van Winkle. Sweeney. Guarded by Fisher. To Shusht. Back to Sweeney. Down in the right corner to Van Winkle for 3. Off the front rim. Rebound by Nokovic. Fisher had her hands on it as well. Nokovic on the left. Pass to Fitzmaurice. Stolen by Van Winkle, who comes in. Off the glass and good. 14-12. Sparta leads with 100 ticks to go in the first half. Now Washington up top. Into Nokovic, down low to Fisher. Fisher stumbled, gives it to Krause on the left. Krause trying to drive baseline. Washington puts it up, good! And the foul! Mia Washington would not be denied. And she'll go to the line, looking to put Pope John up. 14-14 your score. The foul is on Kayla Burrow. That's her first, team second. Washington shooting 1 for a traditional 3-point. Good. And Mia's foul shot gives Pope John a 15-14 lead. Minute 25 to go, second quarter. Sweeney on the left, guarded by Fisher. Comes back up top to Van Winkle. Nogovic on her. Now to Shusht. Down low to Sweeney. In the paint. Barreau turns around, blocked by Krause. Great defense by Rose Krause. Now Washington on the left side. Mia comes back to the right. Now to the left. And a foul on Sweeney. That is Sparta's third team foul, so Washington will inbound with 55 seconds to go. Sweeney second in the game. Pass back to Nogovic. Natalia will give it to Mia in the backcourt. Receiving instructions from head coach Pete Torres. 45 ticks to go. Pass to Nogovic on the right. Back to Washington. Washington to Krause on the left. Fitzmaurice up top. Down to Krause from downtown. Good! Rose Krause! A three-pointer! And Pope John with their biggest lead. They're up 18-14. Now, Grichuk. Defended by Fisher. Three-pointer by Shusht. Air ball. It comes down to Krause. And now, head coach Torres telling Pope John's players to hold for the final shot. Washington with 6. Pass to Fitzmaurice. Down low to Nogovic. Turn around. Good! And the buzzer sounds. And Pope John has opened up their biggest lead of the night. 20-14, the Lady Lions over Sparta. We have reached halftime here at Sparta High School. The Pope John Lady Lions lead the Sparta Spartans 20-14. We'll take a break for halftime. Come on back, start a new feed, and bring second half action to you. From Sparta High School in Sparta, New Jersey, the Pope John Lady Lions lead the Sparta Spartans 20-14. We'll be back after halftime on Sports Voice TV on YouTube as the Pope John contingent applauds Pope John off the court. We'll be back after halftime on Sports Voice TV on YouTube.